Have you ever had something going on with your car and nobody seems to be able to figure it out? This is Minutespiration's today's topic, listen. So we had just that thing. On the way to spring break, my wife's car's brakes were like, no sound, just this pulsing that was aggravating. We both turned to ourselves and like, Chris, we got to drive it back. I addressed this about a month and a half ago after we got new rotors and new brake pads over the last 6 months. And the owner said, and took me back to the mechanic who said the same thing in mechanic speak, Chris, it's a break-in period. And I'm like, huh? Break-in period? So I walked away. This past time, I went in on Friday, dropped the car off. I said, it's really important that we get this repair right because all of the business that we've brought to you in the past 5 years, along with referrals, is gonna go somewhere else. And he said, Chris, I got it. I'll see you tomorrow. So as I go down there the next day, he hands me the keys. He said, Chris, it's fixed. You gotta tune into the breakup period or break-in period. I'm thinking breakup, right? So he turns the computer screen around and walks me through what the Google says. And I said, I get it, kinda, but what you're talking about is kind of like breaking in a pair of shoes. He goes, Chris, that's exactly it. You know, when the feet hurt and the heel slips and your toes are all crammed in there. I said, you know what, I get it. I don't buy those kind of shoes. I buy the kind of shoes that are comfortable from the moment that you put them on. Silence. He said, well, Chris, we've given you top of the line rotors and top of the line pads. You are good to go. And I asked him, is the pulsing gonna stop? Nothing. Took me back to the mechanic who also talked about the break-in period. Friends, I fault myself. I must have done a really crappy job about communicating what was happening because it's evident they didn't drive the car. I asked them to. They said they did, but the pulsing was still there. So listening, in this case, it was messy. The communication's super messy. And you see how important that is. And when I ask you, what does that feel like when you feel heard or listened to? It feels pretty good, doesn't it? And you know this because when a waiter repeats back your order, when he has taken it to somebody or everyone at the table, you feel really great about it. And in fact, surveys show you tip more because you feel so great. So when we communicate effectively and we listen because we put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, magic happens. Let's make some magic happen. Make today great. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.